Hi guys, welcome to Shibello. Obviously we're all in self-isolation at the moment, but there are a number of people, well, like all of us, we're still riding our horses daily, and we're getting a number of questions on the chat and people calling up, just querying the best way to measure up the top boots that's going to be suited for your riding. So today we're going to be discussing the Tonics Jupiter boot, and we've got Diane here who also goes by the name Mum. So in terms of the disclaimer, we're all good here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through the best way or how I measure top boots up for anyone coming into the store. So first thing we do is we look at the widest part of the calf. So on both legs, so I would measure both calves, and I'll always go to the widest part. So when we go in, way. So we can see the measurement there in terms of Diane measures roughly a 36.5. So that's the first measurement that I'll look at, the widest part, 36.5. And then what I'll do is I will measure the height from the base of her knee there, roughly there, down to the base of her foot, always while she's sitting down like this. And that shows me that height is a 46.5. So what we're going to do is we're going to put her in the 47-37 boot just to start off with, and keep in mind that the boots will drop over time. So you do generally want to go that 1 centimetre, 1.5 centimetres higher, just keeping in mind that as the leather softens, the height will drop. So important thing with the Jupiters to remember is when you're putting your foot in the boot to begin with, you've got to creep your toe down that way. You don't want to be wrenching the boot on like that and putting pressure on the zip, because you run the risk of breaking the zip. So Diane, just
wiggling. And
then the other thing to do is when you do the zip up, you want to be sitting down like this, and I will, she just turns to the side like that, I'll get the zip to about there again, always while she's sitting down. You don't want to be standing up and wrenching the zip up like a lawnmower, because again, it just puts pressure on the runners, and you run the risk of breaking the zip. So once the zip gets to about there, I'll put my finger behind that and just run it up, and you're really listening for that sound at the end there. So that's the 47-37. So Diane just turns as well. What we've got is we've got 2 different height boots there. On her left leg, which is where you can see the brown boot, that's actually the 44 height, whereas on her right leg, it is the 47 height. So just turn to the side. And so when we're fitting boots up in here, if a rider comes in that has a straight dressage background or straight dressage, I'm going to be more inclined to recommend that type of height, because what we're wanting is the height, that look of that longer lower leg in the boot. Whereas on the other boot, I still like that height, but if Diane had more of an eventing background, this is probably the height I would go with, because what we don't want to do is impact on your ability to jump in them. So it's really a case of just recognizing what sort of style you're looking for, what sort of look you're looking for based on your riding. If there's any queries, don't hesitate to get in touch with us at the shop. You can get in touch on social media, over the phone, or flick me an instant message. And above all, stay safe.